Afternoon. This video documentation is in regards to the Depot E82 1 Series chassis headlights. I understand that you might be having some Angel-Eye LED concerns and both rings not maybe working. Right now we actually have a conclusive confirmation or result with the Depot engineers, which they're mentioning that for these special rings types that they are indeed replaceable in terms of the LED nodes for each of the rings. So actually I have a brand new replacement LED nodes for each of the rings, which each node is per ring, which they are indicative pretty much being plugged by this white clip to have it powered on. So I'll be kind of taking the moment to discuss in regards to where to locate them inside your headlights and also how to remove them and how to pretty much add in the new replacements, which is rather simple if you have the headlights out from your vehicle. So right now I actually have the headlights pretty much plugged in with the alligator clamps directly powering the LED Angel Eyes. So I'll be actually turning on the 12-volt power supply unit to show you or demonstrate this for you. So with the power on, you can see that the Angel Eyes through the rear housing, you can see that they do illuminate and then they turn on via the Angel Eyes parking lights pin. So follow with me in regards to this, because I understand that on your end the parking LED is not working. So what it is what you're going to be looking to the inner housing. Disregard any of the low beam, high beam wires and whatnot, which they'll be pretty obvious to what they are for, because they should be plugged in already. So might I kindly ask you to kind of search for inside within the housing something looking like a white clip. Specifically for the E82 headlights, it might be different for earlier or later batches, but at least from what I just pulled out from the aisle, it seems that it's a gray wire with a black wire, and also on the other end is a red wire with a black wire. This again might be different for certain batches. However, just bear in mind that you're hunting down looking for this white clip. The next thing I wanted to cover with you is the design of this headlight. It's rather straightforward in how to remove the LED bulbs from the Angel Eyes. The only concern or the trouble might be is safely removing the screws so that the screws don't drop within the headlights, or you might lose it within the housing. So the other tip I would like to ask or mention is never to use a magnetic tool. These actually resistor heat sinks is attached to a chipset or circuit board. This circuit board is very sensitive to electromagnetism, so if you're using a magnet tool, you will pretty much render the chipset useless, being the case that the magnet tool will override any of the electrical currents going to these chipsets. So bear with me. If you can kind of check in the high beam section, it might be easier to view the screws, which you're going to be actually looking for a 2 Phillips screw holding down the resistor. So 1 second, let me see if I can turn on the lights to have better visual. Alright. So within the housing, you'll see the backside of the heatsink resistor, which looks like this, and you'll see on the base of either the light bowl or the projector. So again, within this housing, you'll see it right there, and then right next to it, directly right next to it, are the 2 Phillips screw that you'll be actually loosening it up. Once loosened, safely retrieve it out so that you can pull out the LED bulb. So they actually will be attached to each other, so you'll have to remove 4 Phillips screw in total to remove it. You can understand that pretty much it's situated within the inner housing, such as this, and then you'll be removing the Phillips screw from either side. So once that's been removed, this bulb can be simply pulled out. Alright, so I've already bench tested with the nodes already on the headlights, but I'd like to demonstrate you what a replacement LED bulb would in fact do in regards to this whole video documentation. So I kind of mentioned for you to kind of check out the white clip, which once you disconnect it, you'll see that after removing the 4 Phillips screw that you can entirely remove the LED nodes and the wiring for it, which pretty much once you pull it out the headlights, it will look something like this. Keep in mind the wiring color might be not exact to what your inner housing might be, but again, all the shapes are very similar. The clips is identical. Alright, so keep in mind that for this video example, kind of imagine or bear with me that I've already removed the LED nodes, and I'm pretty much adding in the new LED nodes. So adding in the new LED nodes is just simple as this. After securing it with the Phillips screw, all you need to do is literally plug it back in. So you got the opposite end, which is the female slot. You'll be looking for the male slot coming in from the headlights. Just fit them right in. Of course, get the shape right. Connect them. You're good to go. So the other thing you want to watch out for is black to black or red to red. So it's polarity aligned. Before you commit with the full replacement installation or even removing your old ones, I only ask if you pretty much disconnect this, connect the new, the LED nodes in, run the bench testing to confirm the new replacement LED node is fully working before finishing all the work. It'd be a shame to have everything replaced, headlight installed back to find out the replacement is not working. So take this in mind. If you have a 12-volt power supply unit, I've already have everything wired to the parking lights, so I'm going to go ahead and turn them on. You should expect to see this LED nodes turning on, being the case it's utilizing from the inner connector from the main pin. It might be bright, but bear with me. Alright, you can clearly see that the two LED nodes are working with no issues, and they're pretty much powered from the main connector internal to the clip wires to pretty much ultimately each of the LED nodes. Alright, I'm going to power down. Once you confirm that they are both working without any issues, you can go ahead and commit with the full installation, pretty much removing the old ones, adding back the new ones in, pretty much fastening the Phillips screw, clip, kind of tuck away the wires. You're good to go. Thank you so much for your time.